Hey everybody, and welcome to Plastic Nostalgic, where all toys are nostalgic. Eventually. Today we're going to check out a couple of action figures. That's the same action figure. Kind of. From the Obi-Wan series, we have Reva, the third sister. One in the vintage collection, and one in the retro collection. They're obviously different. We're going to open them up and compare them and find out. Today we have the Star Wars action figure of Reva, the third sister. On this side we have the vintage collection, and on this side we have the distressed looking packaging and big old sticker on the retro collection action figure. Now the retro collection is, inspired by the 1970s Star Wars figures and features original figure design and detailing. Continue your collection from the galaxy far, far away. In this series here, we had Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Wandering Jedi, Darth Vader, Dark Times, Ned B, Reva, the third sister, Grand Inquisitor, and fifth brother. And this is the vintage collection action figure. We have the full picture from the series right there on the front of the packaging. Very clear without that big sticker blocking the way. You can see this Reva is definitely more detailed and comes with a bunch of more accessories than this one does. And on the back here, it shows different characters that came out in this wave. Boba Fett, Morak, Reva, the third sister, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Wandering Jedi, Anakin Skywalker, Padawan, 332, Ahsoka's Clone Trooper, Din Djarin, Morak, Darth Vader, The Dark Times, and Mandalorian Super Commando. Well, this one we have Reva, the third sister. Well, let's open up this vintage collection to start with. Now, always be careful when using a knife to hunt Jedis. They have mind tricks. Make you cut yourself, probably. Here is the card back with the red background. First thing out of the packaging is the Don't Choke on Your Toys thing. Many different languages. Don't choke on toys. It's very good advice. Here we have her lightsaber thing. I have a little tape holding this one in, and this one as well. Here is a different version of her lightsaber kajigger, so she can double hand it when she's out hunting for Obi-Wan Kenobi. Okay, let's hope this one doesn't shoot across the room. All right, come on out of the plastic, and it is being difficult. Let's add a little force to this. Be very careful. There we go. Came right out after that. And let's see if we can get Reva out. All right. Took some doing, but she is out. And this is a very nice looking action figure. Has a real cloth cape draped over her shoulders here. The highly articulated vintage series does not disappoint when it comes to posing the action figures. She is very highly articulated. Spin the legs at the thighs and at the boots. The knees bend. Head spins. She has shoulder and elbow. And she can move her wrists, which comes in handy if you have to dual wield lightsabers. There's one. Oh, this one's trying to break. Well, let's just leave it at one then. Very soft plastic, I'm going to assume. But there it is right there. Wanted to bend right there. And I'm just going to leave it like that so it doesn't continue to break off. I'll remove this one from her hand. And attach this one. And hope it doesn't break. And there we go. This very highly detailed and posable character looks pretty nice. And looks a lot like the character in the show. So that's pretty cool too. Now let's take out let's check out the retro edition. It's got that distressed looking packaging to make it look like it's off the old shelves from the Kmart in the 1980s. Give you that retro feel, even though it's a brand new character several decades later. This too has a red background. And it's a little different than the other packaging, but it's pretty much the same picture on the front. This also comes with the "Don't Choke on Your Toy" insert, so I'm not even going to bother reading that one. Taking her out of the plastic coffin. We do not have tape on this lightsaber, and it slides right out. And it looks a little like the other one, but it's made out of a single colored plastic, like many of the lightsabers in the past. Okay, she came right out of the package there. And this is the retro collection version of Reva, the third sister. It is detailed a lot like the vintage collection, but it's a lot more simpler. It has the classic retro vinyl cape that was on a lot of the Star Wars action figures back in the day. Her armor is super shiny, and she has insignia here on her shoulder. I remember the figures we had with capes on them when I was a kid. The cape did not last too long on the action figure. Let's take a look at them side by side now. Here we have the side-by-side comparison of the retro collection version of Reva Third Sister and the vintage collection. As you can see, they're about the same height, but they both look a lot like the lady who played the Reva in the show. Now this one's cape is of course cloth, and this one is vinyl. And other than the articulation, It has many similar details, from the insignia of the Empire on his shoulder and on her armor here. She has some kind of rank or something. You can see it on this one, but just barely. Silver belt buckle and dark gray pants with the high boots. Each one is a good representation of the character, although this cape does have a mind of its own. The vintage collection came with the added accessories of her lightsaber without the lightsaber extended. The dual ones that were real easy and fragile, real easy to break here at the handle, so be careful with that. And the fully extended lightsaber. The retro collection came with the fully extended lightsaber, but of course a more simple retro inspired one of single color plastic that fits easily into her hand. I'm guessing. Let's see. Yeah. No spinning, just fits in her hand. So if you're a Jedi hiding from the Empire, be careful, because I have 2 new Reva action figures and they're on the hunt. We have Reva, third sister from the retro collection, and Reva, third sister from the vintage collection, from the Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Thanks for joining us today on Plastic Nostalgic, where all toys are nostalgic. Eventually. And if you want to see some more unboxing of some soon-to-be nostalgic toys, be sure to like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below, and tell me who your favorite Star Wars action figure is. See y'all next time.